welcome back to the next episode of our Fallout New Vegas Let's Play series. You join Kendall and I here, having a little conversation with Santiago after we wiped the casino out of their caps, so we are no longer allowed to gamble here. We did get a nice suit out of it and a beautiful, beautiful pile of caps. And with that, I think it's time for us to level our karma out just a little bit. I want to go up to the strip, but we're not going to really be doing anything on the strip today. We're going to work with the kings later on. I have a certain point when I want to do them, and we will work with the silver rush just a little bit, but not for today either. I have something else entirely planned. Hopefully we actually get to do that, because I always make plans, but I never end up, always following through on them. I tend to get sidetracked by so many different things in this game, which is something I absolutely love about the Fallout series. You're constantly being pulled in all different kinds of directions.
Or present your passport before proceeding to the gate.
Oh, I've got more than enough caps. Credit check. What's that for?
Admission to the strip requires an official passport or proof that you are carrying the required minimum balance. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all.
Well, that kind of makes sense. I will submit to the credit check, although I could, with the science of 80, get through without any problems. But I think we'll just submit to the credit check.
Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
So you only need the 2,000 caps to enter the strip. Okay. And apparently this guy, yes, did not meet the credit check. Poor little feller. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm sure nobody's going to miss him. Though that does sound a little bit harsh.
Hey, partner.
Hey, Victor.
You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
What are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
I always thought that you were Victor, but I noticed your name has been changed. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go there.
Yeah, partner. That's the spirit. He'll be waiting for you.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess we're going to go off and see Mr. House, huh? But, yeah, there's just so much to do here. And so little time, right? We do have a guy here we do need to find for the Atomic Wrangler, but I can get that at some point or another. Oh, I gotta talk to you, don't I?
Well, howdy, partner.
Oh, you are
See
Victor.
you again.
Victor's up here. Okay.
Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thanks, Victor.
Come back soon now.
Yeah, that was a little confusing, because we watched him roll right up to the door. I'll have to watch the footage back, but I'm pretty sure Victor talked to us over there was the Securitron Mark 1. Rolled up there and turned back into Victor again. Alright, Victor, you're a shapeshifter. That's all I can say. So there is a lot of good stuff I can loot around here, and I will probably do that in between episodes, because while looting is fun and I really enjoy it, it does get boring to watch, although I will head up here to the bar because we can get an item. There it is over there. Can I get behind the bar is the question. I think I could have just jumped over it. Yes, right here. We can take the golden gloves and the boxing times. Let's take a look at those golden gloves. They are... It inflicts fatigue damage. Our melee skill is really bad, so DPS of 1 and a damage of 2. We're not going to be doing anything, but if you're making your opponents fatigued, that means that they can't hit you. So that is always a good thing in my opinion. And as far as I know, those are the only, like, major things we can pick up right now. In a minute after we talk to House, we can pick up another snow globe, though. But we don't have access to that until after we can talk to him. So, whoa, no. We don't have any companions. I just need to talk to you, don't I?
Partner?
I would like to go to the penthouse, please.
Penthouse floor.
Thanks, Victor. Alright, so you become a glorified butler. Though I suppose that's what you've really been all along. You've been kind of butlering us towards New Vegas and Mr. House, haven't you, all along? Though I don't think you were too happy with some of my side diversions. Anyways, let's talk to Jane.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about Mr. House?
Why, sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
Well, it sounds like you're pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
I suppose. Well, I didn't know that robots could have strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
Ah, so you're a copy of a dead woman. What exactly do you do for Mr. House?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Yeah, I probably don't even want to know. I don't even really want to think about that.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars.
Maybe not. Let's talk about something
Anything you
else.
like, sugar.
Alright, so do you know anything about this snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Alright, well, I will do just that, but I do have some snow globes for Mr. House's collection.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful.
8,000 bottle
I'll take them and
caps.
put them with the rest of the collection.
Wow, that was a huge boost to our money supply, but thank you very much. And she's done talking to me, I guess. Thank you. And she's taken our 3. It's the Hoover Dam, Nellis Air Force. No, 8. I think there's only 5, right? Isn't there, can I go back there? Yeah, I think there's a thing where you can see them, or maybe it's downstairs. Hi, people. I'm just looking around. I don't want to go too far in here, but I could have swore there was a way that you could see the snow globe collection. I'll have a look around. I don't want to get too far away from him, but because I could trigger something nasty, and I don't want to do that. So let's just come down here and talk to Mr. House very quickly.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Well, I think I prefer the wasteland, to be honest with you.
You aren't going to ramble on about the virtues of life out in the wastes, are you? It's a desert, you do realize.
I do realize that.
A radioactive desert where humans subsist in a barbaric state. Difficult to glorify convincingly. They are, however, aptly named. For that's what you'd be out there, wasted. Here on the Strip, your talents can be put to use.
No, I think there's some good people out in the wasteland that have come together and are doing their best to survive the best way they know how. Too bad you don't want to get to know them any better. So, what are you talking about? I'm just a courier, dude.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
My games are my own. Well, let's get down to business then. What do you
The
want?
business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
Well, can I ask some questions first?
What did you wish to know?
What terms are you offering?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
1,000 caps, huh? Too bad I can't raise it up. I need to fix my barter, people.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in
Well, I
your
really wanted to
possession.
ask more
Any
questions,
final
but...
matters for us to discuss?
Yeah, I have some more questions.
What else did you want to know?
I don't know. Well, who exactly are you, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
That is quite an impressive laundry list of things that you've done, but you appear to be a computer and not a man now.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicone.
The lifespan you're claiming is impossible except for ghouls and super mutants.
I see you've made a study of the topic. My knowledge of the science of longevity would fill several textbooks. Perhaps after a decade or 2 of economic reconstruction, I can commercialize these technologies and offer them to others, such as yourself.
So how have you stayed alive all this time?
Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
So how did you establish New Vegas?
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
Interesting. Well, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
Huh. So how do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
Well, the chairman are your employees. Don't they take orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second in command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Okie dokie. Well, say I want to do maybe a diplomatic approach.
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
And any ideas how I could catch him off guard?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible.
I have good sneak.
There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
Okie dokie.
What else did you want to know?
Alright, well, why don't you tell me a little bit about Benny so we at least know what we're to expect when we go in?
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
No, it still would have happened because he's a power-hungry little weasel. But so 7 years since the NCR moved into the Hoover Dam, or tried to take over the Hoover Dam. Interesting. Okay. So what use do you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement.
Well, we shall see just how suitable I am in the long run, aren't we? So why didn't you intervene sooner when Benny ambushed me?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed.
And why do you think Benny betrayed you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
Yeah, considering how it's something of your own design, he'll probably never figure it out.
What else did you want to know?
Especially because it was all pre-war and Benny is post-war, right? Alright, what exactly is this platinum chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
And well, you know something? I think the more I know about the chip, the easier I can find it.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
So if the chip is so valuable, why use a single courier to transport it?
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them, dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, this is important, attack this.
That's
I didn't
true.
want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
Yeah, but the things that you were having brought here were like fuzzy dice and other things. So I think I don't know. I think I would have had just different forms of the platinum chip. Because apparently they already knew which was the item in question that he was the most interested in. So why don't you send your robots into the top stair rust, Benny?
Frontal assaults on casinos, not good for business.
I guess that's
In
true.
any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
Alright, well, but I do still think I have a right to know more.
That's simply not true. I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it, dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. Not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting. For decades, I paid salvagers to comb the ruins for it. And when it was finally discovered, tens of thousands of caps spent to have it brought here. We know how that turned out. Complete your contract, and it will be the last time I pay for the chip. Save your questions for then.
Alright then.
What else did you want to know?
I think I am a good for the minute
Well
then.
enough. Be on your way.
Yeah. So, if this chip is like so bloody important that you have spent all this money on it, why would you not have had it better protected?
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the high roller suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together.
Cool.
Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite.
That's fine.
Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Okie dokie, but I would like to go to the cocktail lounge, please. So here on the cocktail floor, we can go behind one of these cash registers, I believe. Which it's not that one. Aha, there it is, right there. Let's take the snow globe before the lucky 38, the luckle. Okay, Lord, we're just making up words now. But isn't that what I just always do, I suppose? Anything else good in here? I don't really think there is. I think there's some bits and bobs dotted around. I think you can pick up a bunch of alcohol and stuff. Could have swore there was like a suitcase in here somewhere, but I honestly don't remember where it's at. So let us find our elevator out of this joint. Like we came in, where did we come in at? Oh, good night, I've already lost myself. Aha, there we go. Let's go to the casino. Now hopefully, if I'm right, this should have reset our karma once we walk outside. And the Legion should no longer be...
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Okay, well that is Ambassador Crocker, which I think it does an NCR reset too, which is fine because we've already got... Oh, I guess I'm not going to get the Legion one. Dang it. I was hoping I would get the Legion one. Though I might have to go get the Platinum chip first.
Good to me too.
I thought it reset it now. That could be a problem. And see, this is why I decided to come here first and go and talk to House before I decided to go do what I wanted to do. Because I think this kind of changes my plans a little bit. Or does it? Do we just go YOLO and say we're going to do it anyways? Maybe. Is that what's his face over there? Let me just turn that quest on real quick. What's his name? The debt collector. Kill Caleb McCafferty. Is that him? That is him right over there. Okay. Well, let's go and talk to him and get this out of the way. Hey, you.
Yep.
I need to talk to you.
Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke.
Wow. Okay. So I have a choice. I can either have him give me the caps in his hat and he can go free, or I'm here to collect for McCafferty. Or, I mean, for the Garretts. You know what? No. He double-crossed him.
I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid. But if you insist...
I insist.
Found you.
There you go, bud. We good? Nobody cared about that? He kind of attacked me first. Right? Yep, nope. The pros don't care about it, the NCR doesn't care about it, and most of all the Securitrons don't care either. And I am great with that. 165 caps. His Bounty Hunter Duster. Ooh. I did like it. Well, we're taking that. We're taking his hat. And you know what? I'm going to leave him without his shotgun too because he doesn't deserve it. Dang it. Alright, well, that was fun. Let's go turn that back in over at the Atomic Wrangler. And I guess we're going to go ahead and just do what I wanted to do today anyways.
Hey there, friend.
a bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance.
Really? Well, why would I need to hide a weapon on me?
Simple. You can't bring guns into the casino, that's why. They'll strip you to your fists. Sure, they say you get it all back when you leave. Me? I don't like being without a little insurance when it's my caps on the table.
That is a pretty good idea, but that's okay, dude. I can get weapons past the guards, no problem.
You might. One fella I knew was able to slip a pistol past the guards. You? I'm guessing you could get a machine gun by them.
See? Yeah. Then maybe another time.
Suit yourself. It's not my fault if they find your body dumped in
There,
Freeside.
that's fine. So I could get a machine gun by them. Really? And you're worried about me buying what? I think you've got like a Silence 22 on you, a knife, and a pair of spiked knuckles, right? That's going to be my guess that he was selling. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Now, if I could get a missile launcher by him, yeah, that would be fun times. Benny would never expect to see that coming at his head, would he? Ooh. Now that you mention it, though, no. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. We're not going to be bringing a missile launcher to blow Benny's head off. I've got something better in mind for Benny. Good old Benny. Gotta love to hate him, right? All right, Ladybug, Miss Francine.
Some gamblers came in saying they'd seen you enter the Lucky 38. I have to say, I'm impressed.
Oh, good.
I don't know of any other living person who's been in there.
Hey, you know, I just worked my little courier magic all over the wasteland. But while I was over there, I did take care of McCafferty for you.
Yes! Where's his hat?
Right here.
This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to set you up with a room. You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Now that he's dead, we're happy to let you use it. Thanks for helping us.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much. Everybody, wow, I am accepted in Freeside. Cool. Everybody's just giving me rooms today. I'm going to have more places to hang my hat than I know what to do with. And speaking of places to hang my hat, I do need to head back to Novak real quick just to deposit a few things. And plus, it's going to be very close to where I want to go. Vipers, we're in the Bob's. It's like, you know what? Once you find a place, eventually it just gets cluttered up with all the other places that you found. You know, oh man, it's so good to be back in Novak again. I do like, this is kind of my favorite of the player homes. I know it's just a dumpy little room in a motel, but and it's got all my needs right here in a nutshell. I got a bed, I got a safe, I got a broken down bathroom. I mean, what more could a girl want, right? Yeah, it's a perfect for me. Alright, with all that little hooboblingness done, I've put things away, I've done a little vendoring, even made some ammo and did some recycling. I was a busy girl for 5 minutes. Anyways, I want to head out and do a little bit of companion work over at the 188. I think it is high time we pick up Veronica and make our way over to the Brotherhood of Steel. Meet those little fellers. Hey, Veronica.
What's up?
I think we should travel together, young lady.
Let's go make trouble.
All right. I don't think there's anything I need to talk to you about right now, though. And let's see. We need to head up to where is... There's Sloan's. I guess up near Black Mountain, right? Although Sloan would actually be the closest place to us, right? And I wouldn't mind stopping by Sloan. Yeah. So I would like to put, yeah, make that my marker. Actually, no. Let's make Sloan our marker, but we're going to go to the Yangtze Memorial and make our way over from there. I think, oh gosh. Yeah. Rad scorpions. Forgot about those little vile things, and yes, they are back. Veronica, help me out here. Where's my gun? Ah, yeah. Veronica, I brought you along for a reason. Thank you very much. Is that all of them? Yeah, I totally forgot about the rad scorpions. You can keep your rad scorpion gland. Holy good night. Okay, so we do need to be careful. We don't want to head into Quarry Junction. That is not good times whatsoever. In fact, I'm pretty dang close to Quarry Junction, aren't I? Though, I want to hit the road, but I do need to be careful because, yes, out in the road are powder gangers that, you remember those from the very beginning of the game. We haven't seen them in a hot minute, but I do know they like to hang out around that, that truck, that overturned truck there. From where? Where am I cautioned from? I don't see anybody. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone out there. Sloan is just up the way. Ah, wait a minute. That would be you guys, wouldn't it? Can I hit you from this distance? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, those are your intestines on the ground. I love it. Did you even know? You did know. And I think I got both of you. Oh, yeah. Was it only 2 of you? Well, I don't think anybody knew about that. They shouldn't have. I was too far away for them to know that that was me, dang it. I should not get any powder ganger on reputation for that. Although I'm already vilified for him, or with him. I guess it really doesn't matter. It's more the Legion that I worry about, y'all. Because they come in 4s, and they're very well armed for the most part. They can do a lot of damage to you. They do like to surprise you when they attack. These guys probably have nothing on them. Bottle caps and dynamite. Yeah, I will take your dynamite, though. Where did your buddy go? I know there was 2 of you. Is that the same bit? No, it is not. They both got blasted into bits. Okay, well, we're good. Let's head over to Sloan. We've got some stuff we can do there, too. And I would like to get it marked on the map, whether I get everything done there or not. I think there's only, 2-3 things you can do for them. They're not very many, and we should be pretty cool to just walk in here. I didn't think anything was gonna try to bite me on the Yom Kippur bum, right? Alright, little buddies, what are y'all doing over here? There should be a little feller. Isn't his name like Stuffles or something? There he is, down there.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New Vegas, you're better off heading east from Prim and then looping north. It's a heck of a lot safer.
So, where did these death claws come from?
They moved into the quarry after the powder gangers came through and made off with most of our dynamite. We shut the quarry down while we waited for the NCR to get us some more blasting sticks, but now the death claws have shown up. The NCR is a no-show, and my men and I have got nothing to do but sit on our asses all day. It's damn frustrating.
I can imagine it is. You know, for a minute I was like, what would death claws be doing with dynamite? But then it was, yeah, no. The powder gangers took the dynamite. The death claws just moved in. I was going to say, dynamited death claws would not be a fun experience.
I don't know what it is about you, but I think you could actually pull it off. Deathclaws are tough bastards, but you might be even tougher. Nobody here is any use to you in a fight against Deathclaws, but take these medical supplies. You'll probably need them. To do the job right, you've got to get rid of the pack leaders, the Mother Deathclaw and the Deathclaw Alpha Male. Should run the rest of them off.
Okay, I don't know that I'm gonna do that right this minute, but, yeah. I'll do that for you. Alright, goodbye, dude. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's not on my agenda today, but we will at some point do that. Hey, Snuffles, what is your problem, little buddy? I know, Wolf. Your leg is injured, huh? Yeah. Well, here, let's clean the wound and get it all fixed up for you. Alright, little Snuffles, there you go, buddy. He's all better. Now look how happy he looks. He's such a cutie patootie. And there's one other thing we can do out here, I believe. We can repair their generator. This generator would provide power to Quarry Junction if it were functional. Whoever assembled had no idea what they were doing. Many parts are connected incorrectly or hooked up backwards. Someone with the proper knowledge could easily get the generator operational. Let us properly assemble the generator. So there we go. We have repaired that up, and let's go up and tell Chomps the good news about that stuff. Chomps, chomps, chomps.
You need something?
Yes, I repaired your generator.
It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for a change. I'm going to pay you out of my own pocket for this one.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. And we get some NCR fame, and wow, 200 NCR bucks. I can change that in at the casino, and I fix Snuffles' legs.
Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here.
Not a problem. All right. Goodbye now.
Yep.
And one other thing I can do before we head over to the Brotherhood of Steel. I was going to say the Dark Brotherhood, but that's the wrong Brotherhood. Is come into the mess hall and talk with Jazz Wilkins here.
Let me ask you a question. What's the tastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Anything that wasn't made 200 years ago.
Yeah, can you believe some people still eat that stuff? Anyway, I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose.
And where did you come by this recipe?
My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw. Shot it right in the eye.
Oh, wow, that sucks. And where can I just find this Deathclaw egg?
The quarry just north of here is full of Deathclaws, so there's bound to be an egg or two in there somewhere. Of course, a Deathclaw egg from anywhere will do. According to my Aunt Rose, those things have a ridiculously long shelf life.
Oh, good to know. All right, and what do you offer in exchange for a Deathclaw egg?
I don't have much in the way of money, but I'd be willing to share the secret of the recipe.
All right, that sounds like a great trade to me.
All right. Do you need anything to eat or drink?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, then.
All right, so we can get a Deathclaw egg for her while we were there. But yeah, clearing out Deathclaws, just not in my agenda today. Let's move over to that, though, and start making our way over towards the Brotherhood of Steel and seeing what they're about, right? Yeah, well, I'll be back for those Deathclaws, dude. Don't you worry about that. I just am not ready to do them yet. I think some things need to be better for, you know, like guns and, whoa, things. Maybe I shouldn't have sold Annabelle. What is that? Oh, that's just a rad scorpion. I am not too fussed about that. I was a little bit afraid there when I first saw that red marker, but I thought maybe it might be a big old red scorpion. But I think this is mainly just like the bark scorpions, isn't it? I don't know if it's actual. I think I got you. Yeah, I got both of you. Ooh, you just lost your whole tail. Poor little buddy. I think this is just... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. No. Oh, good Lord, no. Get him, Veronica. Why? Did you put that there? Why? I didn't think Death Claws roamed over here. I thought it was just bark scorpion skins. Why did it go dark? Why is it so dark? I can barely see, y'all. Is that a storm? Oh, that's so weird. I've never known the game to get to that dark before. Holy crow. Okay, it got light again. Oh, God. Veronica. Yes, it is getting dark. I'm glad you noticed and it wasn't just me. Okay, Veronica. We're going to have a talk. Oh. Maybe it's supposed to be like that over here. Oh, it's this, the sandstorm, isn't it?
Trouble.
Yeah, I see trouble, but I can deal with it. Maybe I should have found this place without her first. Though I am glad she was there for the death claw. So we've got some ventilation shafts here. I'm assuming that, whoops, we don't have any, Nuka-Cola ready to go, or not Nuka-Cola, but Sunset Sarsaparilla ready to go, do we? Let's put that back on 5, thank you. And we'll just drink 3 of them, because we're a thirsty girl right now. Now, I don't believe this is the one that we want. I think there's like 3 doors here, and not all of them are the ones you want. There's only one. And I can never remember which one it is. Yeah, it's definitely not this one. I think this one's just an average door. And leads to absolutely jack all. Right? Can you even... Yeah, you can't even really go anywhere in here. This is just a collapsed section. Which is fine. I'm good with that. Anything in here of interest? Some dead bodies. And nothing back there. Alright, come on, Veronica. Let's get out of here. Oh, well. Hello. Brotherhood of Steel. Should I just follow you to your home, maybe? That's fine. Totally fine. I'm always being watched by somebody, aren't I? I mean, if it's not the House, it's the NCR or any other one of the factions around this place. You know, it's a big dang wasteland. Something's always out to kill me. Alright guys, I actually had to wait till daytime because I just absolutely could not see a dang thing in that sandstorm. Almost said snowstorm. Yeah, snowstorm in the desert. Don't think that's the thing. So I can't remember which one of these I've been. I think we went in that one. So let's go check this one out. This one could be it. Right? And I mean, who left all the graffiti here? Give peace a chance, huh? Right. What was that noise? I have no clue. Anyways, let's go try this one out. Hopefully this is the one that we need. Though Veronica is not talking to me. Are we good? I guess we're good. I mean, this feels like the one I need to be in.
I've got this.
Ah, there we go.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time. We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Oh, okay. You good, Veronica? I'm sitting here playing with my weapons. Not paying any bit of attention, but Veronica does make it a lot easier for us to get in here.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Okie dokie. So, we do get a much better entrance into this place if we bring Veronica with us. And sometimes I go that way, sometimes I don't. But this time I decided, you know, I need to, or I want to do some of the companions' personal quests all the way through. And Veronica is one of the ones that I absolutely want to do. And this place, I get so stinking lost in this place every time. It just doesn't matter. I can never get around it and find my way. I think this is us, right? It doesn't matter how many times I play this game. I am forever lost in this bunker. Yep, see, now we've got scribes. And that's just a thing. And what's that? Is this to the elders? I think it is. Yes, it is. Holy bops. I can't believe I did it on one try. All right, McNamara.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now.
You don't say.
However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure. I can help you guys.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Well, I do have 2 of the holotapes, and while I could say this right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and look for that 3rd one so I can begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Alrighty then. So find the missing brotherhoods, completed, find the missing brotherhood, patrol at Repcon, and near Nellis Air Force Base. Are we good, Veronica? I don't think she's going to talk to me yet, but I need to find the one up by Black Mountain, which should not be a problem.
You're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble, and he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
And why should I trust you? Dude, I just got here. You don't know me from Adam. Why are you even approaching me?
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
Go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
Well, what about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
And have you tried bringing this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
Interesting. And I suppose you'd nominate yourself.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together.
Doesn't make you fit to lead, though.
I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
And you know what? I want no part of this.
I half expected you to say that. In which case, I'll continue to pursue the matter on my own. Should you continue dealing with the Elder and find yourself beginning to see my point of view, I'll be around.
Yeah, he's...
I hope you've been practicing.
Yeah, no. Can I talk to you for a minute? I want to ask you something.
Found the missing patrol.
I was hoping to speak to you about other matters.
I can spare a little time.
Well, can you tell me about the lockdown?
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
But the NCR is weak, ill-fed, ill-equipped, and undergunned. So, honestly, I think if you stay in stealth and attack them from a stealthy, position, I think the few Brotherhood of Steel members that are here could take out the majority of the NCR that are bothering them. It's probably because the NCR ran them out of Helios 1 that they're hiding in here with their tails between their legs and afraid of them. But think about who was leading the NCR, the Dark Brother, or Jesus. Think about who was leading the Brotherhood at the time. It wasn't Elder McNamara. It was Elijah. And we all know Elijah's crazy as sin. Just from the little bit that we've learned about him so far in Old World Blues. He did some evil stuff up there to some of the residents that were left of the lobotomites there at the Little Yangtze. And we will find out more about him in the next DLC. But, yeah, I think you're just running scared. All right. I guess that's all I need to know for now.
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage.
Yeah, it does a really dang good job.
We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Okay, so that's why the troops were outside. Got it. All right. So he's not going to give me anything more to do right now, because there are quite a few things we can do for the Brotherhood of Steel. But I think what I'm going to do is probably try and figure my way back out of this joint, and I will do that in between episodes. So in the next one, we're going to go get that last holotape and then come back and talk to Elder McNamara and see what else we can do for the Brotherhood of Steel. Maybe make things a tad bit more comfortable for them here inside the bunker. But that will be for the next episode. So for now, thank y'all so very much for joining me today. I've been Valkyr. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.